You ever feel like love is something you have to, well, work for? Like it's a prize you win for good behavior? It's a really familiar feeling, and honestly, it's exhausting. But what if there's a totally different way to think about it? What if love isn't something you have to earn, but an abundance you can live from? All right, let's explore this idea, this architecture of overflow.
So for so many of us, this is where the story starts. From a very young age, we learn this simple, almost transactional truth, right? Be good, you get praised. Mess up, and you feel that distance. It just becomes this endless cycle, a pattern we learn almost by breathing.
So let me just ask you this directly. Does love, for you, feel like a performance? Like you're on a stage and you've got to get your lines right, hit your marks, and just hope for applause? If you're nodding along right now, you are definitely not alone. It's this deeply ingrained belief that our value is somehow tied to how well we perform. And here's the really tricky part. We so easily take this conditional human model of love and just project it onto our spiritual lives. We just absorb it without even thinking. We start to believe that God's affection is on some kind of scale, that it rises and falls with our daily successes and failures. And that, right there, creates this low hum of constant anxiety. This all leads to this powerful, almost primal reaction. When we fail, and we all do, right? Our gut instinct is to brace for distance. We pull back, we assume disappointment, we prepare for that love to be withdrawn. It's a defense mechanism, and it's rooted in this deep fear that we've just blown the performance. But what if that whole foundation is just wrong? What if the story doesn't start with our performance at all? This next idea, it's a radical turning point. It's a concept so powerful it completely rewrites the rules of love we thought we knew. And the answer is found in this one sentence from the Apostle John that just flips the entire script. See, it's not, he loves us because we first loved him. No, it's the other way around. We love because he first loved us. His love isn't the response to our actions. His love is the source. It's the starting point for literally everything.
Just think about the timeline of this for a second. Before you ever spoke your first prayer, before you even knew how to ask, the ultimate act of love was already complete.
And before you ever felt the sting of regret and whispered your first apology, the ultimate act of forgiveness was already secured. The victory was already won.
Really think about that. Before your best days, before you finally felt like you got it right, this love was already there for you. It's a love that sees every single flaw, knows every secret, and still says, I choose you. So, okay, how does this change us? How does living in this reality shift our actual identity? Well, let's look at the man who wrote that powerful line, the Apostle John, and see how he defined himself. Now, John was in Jesus' inner circle. He could have easily built his identity on his loyalty or his devotion or his performance. He could have called himself the disciple who loved Jesus the most. But he didn't. Instead, this is how he referred to himself. His entire identity wasn't built on what he did for Jesus, but on what Jesus felt for him. He wasn't the source of the love, he was the object of it. And that changes everything. He understood his job wasn't to generate love, but simply to receive it.
And when you make that exact same shift in your identity, from the one who is always striving to the one who is already loved, your entire way of living changes. You stop trying to earn what you already have, and you start living out of the abundance of it.
And that brings us to our core idea, overflow. See, this isn't about you trying to muster up love from your own depleted resources. It's about letting the immense love you've already been given just spill out, naturally, spontaneously, onto the people around you. It's a response, not a self-generated effort. Just look at the contrast between these two paths. On the one hand, earning love is all about your performance, right? It's fueled by a cycle of shame and effort. Your sense of security is always up and down. It's a transaction. But on the other hand, living from overflow, well, your focus shifts to your identity. Your fuel becomes rest and gratitude. This creates a constant, unshakable security. It's not a payment you make, it's a transformation you experience.
Just let this sink in for a second. This is so transformational. You don't have to re-earn your standing every single day. His mind has never changed about you. You started this day and every day already held, already wanted, already loved. Your value isn't based on your performance today, it's based on his unchanging character.
So, the crucial question then is, how do we make this practical? How do we take this profound truth and let it actually change how we interact with the world, like today? Let's break down what this looks like in action.
Okay, here's a simple framework. First, who in your life has messed up? Someone you instinctively brace for distance from. That's your first opportunity. Second, who do you know completely? Their flaws, their struggles, all of it, and you choose to love them anyway. That's the model. And third, who in your life is just visibly striving, performing, and desperate to simply feel wanted? They are waiting for this overflow.
All of this leads us to our final question, the one I want to leave you with. This isn't about trying to manufacture feeling. It's about just being a conduit. Who is one person in your life that you can love today, not from your own effort, but as an overflow of the love that has already been poured so generously into you?
Just start there. Let loving that one person be your focus today. If this helped you see love in a new way, we'd be so grateful if you'd like and share it to help this message find others who might need to hear it. In closing, if you like this, like and share this link, www.youtube.com/@dailywisdom-y2r.